And this is an amazing story. It's a true story. My mother was sitting, we were sitting in the last row of the orchestra section. She was sitting on the aisle seat. I was sitting next to her. And the opening, after the overture opened, and there were all these children on stage. And I just went, I just couldn't, there were children on stage who were like my age. And I didn't know that was possible. I mean, TV shows, of course, I had seen. Films, yes, but in the show, there were children, like me. But there was this giant woman standing next to my mother. She was just standing there. It was very annoying because I was trying to focus on this, and this woman was fidgeting. She was standing next to my mother, and she was fidgeting. And then suddenly she screamed out, "Sing out, Louise!" And of course,
it was awful.
Barreled down the stage, and it was like, actually, it was like she's the one on the stage now. Like, Mommy, look, listen to the woman, and she's up on the stage now. The woman was yelling, "Sing out, Louise!" And that was it. That was like magic. And so I remember, unlike the show that I saw before that with John Amici and Elaine Stritch, which I can't tell you, it was just like a blur. I remember every second of that production of Gypsy, every second of her, Jack Klugman. I fell in love with Sandra Church. I remember every second where things were positioned. Sandra Church's rendition of Little Lamb. I mean, that was it for me. So my mother knew after that. And then I got to see Sound of Music with Mary Martin. Actually, every show with children, but the essence is John Michael was a deeply spiritual 20-year-old kid who went to an Easter Sunday church service and was deemed inappropriately attired by this community. So in addition to a service that was full of dogma, ritual, droning, very little spiritual sustenance, because he was deemed inappropriately attired, he was frisked by a parishioner who was an off-duty cop, because surely he must have just been a drug addict who was coming in out of the snow for whatever. So we walked out of there he was deeply upset, needless to say, with several burning questions, as he said to us. First, wasn't Jesus poor? Didn't he hang out with the poor? Wasn't he constantly addressing the needs of the poor? And where was the love thy neighbor as thyself love? The genesis of Gospel had so much to do with kids leaving their churches by the millions, hitting the streets, actually and metaphorically, stripping Jesus bare of all forms of church dogma and ritual to see if there was any spiritual substance in what he was purported to have said and done. We walked out after taking this enormous show and making it this size. And we walked out, the 10 of us, into the dead of night, it's winter, going to Phoebe's, of course, and we were walking out together. And I suddenly had this moment. I can't say it was powerfully intuitive. I don't really know what it was. I just remember thinking, wow, it's just the 10 of us right now.
Say that again?
Just the 10 of us right now. Nobody knows anything about us. It's just us right now. And I want to remember this moment because it's just us. I don't know how else to explain that. Just no one knew anything about us. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We're going to open. This may be nothing. This could be something. But right now, it's just the 10 of us. And just remember this moment.